Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Little level check, little level check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Checking my levels. Everything looks good. Okay.
You are live, by the way.
What's up?
It's live. It's live, by the way.
Thanks. And good evening and welcome to this broadcast of Pleasant Ridge High School basketball as the Rams take on the Horton Chargers. You're listening live on 810varsity.com. I'm Ian McLean, joining you for today's broadcast. Coming into this contest, Pleasant Ridge is 8-6 on the season. They're 5-3 in the Delaware Valley League and are hosting the 4-12 Chargers, just 3-5 in league play. This game for Pleasant Ridge comes after a tough loss on the road at Jefferson County North. Also the Chargers. Hopefully, if you're a Pleasant Ridge fan, you're hoping for a better outing against a different group of Chargers. In this one, we're under a minute away as we're heating up and getting ready for action. In the last game for the Rams, they were led in scoring by Dalton Warden. He had 15. And after that, Connor Culbertson with 13, Brandon Heim with 10, and Caleb Morandi and Cody Heim rounded out the rest of the significant scores with 5 apiece en route to a loss on the road at Jefferson County North. At one point, this team started out league play 3-0, but then they had to go to the Royal Valley tournament where they had a tough stretch. In that stretch, they lost 3 straight, and at one point it dropped to 5-5 on the season. Since then, they've righted the ship. They've gone 3-1, and now for an overall record of 8-6. We'll be underway with all your Ram action here in just a few moments following the national anthem. And with that, we prepare to get things underway. We want to remind you, listeners, that for all of your electrical needs, call Denny Electric. It's a longtime fixture in Leavenworth. Call Dwayne at 913-651-4324 or stop in at 773 Seneca. That's Denny Electric. And we near tip-off here from Pleasant Ridge High School. The Rams, after a tough loss on the road at Jefferson County North, are gearing up for action here, and we're getting the starting lineups now. For Pleasant Ridge, number 4, Dalton Warden in the starting lineup, and for Horton, number 5, Josh Mers. And the starting lineups have been unveiled for the Rams. Dalton Warden, Cody Heim, Caleb Morandi, Brandon Heim, and Connor Culbertson. Culbertson will jump for the Rams. He's going up against Josh Mers. And the tip is back. Horton is able to retrieve it. It's with number 24, Riley Pamami. And he dishes off to number 20, Curtis Dockstader. Dockstader has it. He's being defended at the top of the key. Now picks up his dribble, swings it over to Jordan Matthias inside. Now back out and over the head of Curtis Dockstader. That ball was thrown away by Brent Matthias. And your score knotted at 0. Pleasant Ridge will get their first possession of the game, inbounded by Warden to Brandon Heim. Heim rings around near side to Morandi. And they're going to swing it around the top of the key. A 2-3 zone defense from Horton. And now a three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Horton. It's going to be brought up the floor by Riley Pamami. Three-pointer was on the way from Brandon Heim. Unable to connect. And now a quick jump shot on the other end from the baseline. No good. It was a miss from Josh Mers. Now in transition over the top of the head of Pamami. Up and in from Dalton Warden. A nice feed there from Brandon Heim. 2-0 is the score just a minute into this game. The Rams on top of the Horton Chargers. Now Dockstader swings it over far side to Jordan Matthias. He'll dribble around and pass it back out. Now inside, Matthias hits the little 10-footer on the turnaround. A nice jump shot ties the game at 2-all. Now the Rams with it. They'll take a quick three from Dalton Warden. Hits that three, made it look easy. Puts the Rams back on top, 5-2. Now Horton able to break the full court pressure. They get it into the hands of Jordan Matthias. Now from the elbow, Matthias to Matthias. Now Pamami swings it far side. Number 20, Curtis Dockstader. Matthias thought about the three, instead defers to his teammate who goes baseline, has it knocked away. Loose ball, Horton able to come up with it. It's Jordan Matthias. He swings it over to Brent Matthias, and he loses it out of bounds. So an attack from Horton ends up in a missed shot and then a turnover. And Pleasant Ridge looks to extend their 5-2 lead. Basketball in the hands of Dalton Warden. Down low, rejected from behind. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Pleasant Ridge as a last-second block by Josh Mers, the senior for the Chargers. Coming up big there to deny the Rams of extending their lead to 5. So now they'll inbound it. Inbound pass is picked up but then knocked away. It's a loose ball, but Horton able to come up with it. It's number 22, Jordan Matthias. Now a pass down low is denied by Connor Culbertson. He knocks it away. He had 13 points in the losing effort on the road at Jeff County North. Clearly hoping for a better outing against this bunch of Chargers. Visiting from Horton with a record of 4-12. Under 6 minutes to go, 5-2 is the score. Horton trails by 3 and has the basketball. Matthias thought about the jump shot, declines, and he'll pass it off to Pamami. Now inside, ball knocked away, and Pleasant Ridge comes up with it. They've got a couple of steals here early in action in the first quarter. Working on a 3-point lead, and they put it in the hands of Caleb Morandi. And now they swing it around the top, ball knocked away. Inside, though, to Culbertson. He goes up strong, and Connor Culbertson has a basket, and the Rams lead 7-2. Now here comes Horton the other way after breaking the full court press. They've got the basketball. They swing it elbow to side. Jump shot from the corner, no good. Ball tapped around, and it's rebounded by the Rams. Nearly thrown away, but recovered by Brandon Heim. Heim's got it for the Rams. He puts it in the corner. Warden's going to take another three, and he hits it. Dalton Warden continues to shoot the basketball well, and we've got a timeout called by head coach Michael Lanter of Horton as his team trails 10-2, 4:39 to go in the first quarter. For home repair and garage door installations, Stillions is your answer. Give Wes and Helen a call and take the worry out of your home's repair. You'll be glad that you did. Call Stillions Home Repair and Garage Door Installations at 913-682-4230. High school basketball action from Pleasant Ridge in Easton, Kansas. Pleasant Ridge with a 10-2 lead early on, courtesy of a couple of three-pointers from Dalton Warden. He had 15 points in their losing effort on Friday, and already was 6 here in the first quarter. Horton has the basketball, and they'll try to bring it up against his pressure. They do, successfully into the hands of Pamami, who's going to dribble, go to the basket, and he lays it up and in. A defensive miscue that time by the Rams, and Pamami makes them pay. Rams come the other way with leading by 6. Ball is in the hands of Warden. They collapse on him quickly and get a baseline to Cody Hine. Now it's at the free throw line with Culbertson. Culbertson dribbles to his left, loses control of the ball, and is picked up by Horton. Pamami will push the pace for the Chargers. Trailing by 6, he dishes it off, no-look pass, and a three is up in the corner, and it's good. A three-pointer from Curtis Dockstader, and now in transition, here come the Rams. They lose the basketball underneath the basket, but with the wherewithal is Connor Culbertson. He falls on it, calls a timeout, and it will stay with the Rams as we go to a quick timeout break here on 810varsity.com. Listeners, we want to let you know about Katie's Dance Studio. Since 1995, it's one of Pleasant Ridge's own. Katie Holmes has provided dance instruction to better serve the Leavenworth, Fort Leavenworth, and Lansing communities. Through example, she and her staff continue to take classes, attend workshops, and do everything they can do to enhance the classes they offer. Katie's Dance, Acrobatics, and Music Studio. You should visit them online at katiesdance.com. That's K-A-T-I-E-S dance.com. Or call 913-727-1025. It's a 10-7 game. Horton has trimmed the 8-point lead down to 3, but the Rams had the basketball under the basket. Culbertson had it knocked away. Now it's back outside. They swing it over to Dalton Warden. Warden's got 6 points on 2 of 2 shooting. And he's going to take another. Dalton Warden from the same spot, misses this time, ruining his perfect first quarter to this point. But the good news for the Rams is that they still have the basketball, working with a 3-point lead. Under 4 minutes to go. They swing it around the top, now inside to Culbertson. He goes to work against Merz. Culbertson off the glass, and it's good. And the Rams extend their lead to 5, 12-7. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Culbertson's got 4 points. Give the assist to Warden. Now high off the glass. Matthias uses the window and cuts the lead once again to 3. Just a few minutes ago, it was a 10-2 game. Horton has fought back, but the Rams have it and the 3-point lead. And they put it in the hands of Dalton Warden. Warden defended tightly by Curtis Dockstader, and they skip it over into the hands of Caleb Morandi. Now they'll go back up top and reset the half-court offense. Culbertson comes out high at the free throw line. Now he goes to work down low, but they swing it to the baseline into the hands of Cody Hine, who quickly gets rid of it. Now they get it down low and back out. Warden thought about the three, comes forward for a jump shot off the glass, and he gets it. Dalton Warden with the pump fake, and then the nice composure to put it up and in off the glass gives the Rams a 14-9 lead. Now a quick shot from the corner for Horton, and they hit it. It's Dockstader. He's got a pair of threes in the early going, and the lead is down to 2. So here of late, the Chargers have had an answer for everything the Rams have been able to put into the basket. Now they get it down low, and a pass goes to Connor Culbertson, courtesy of Cody Hine, but it's no good. He will go to the free throw line after being fouled on the shot attempt. 2 shots for Connor Culbertson. The strength of this Rams basketball team has to be the fact that they have 5 seniors that they start and put on the floor. Of course, one of them at the line now, Connor Culbertson. His first free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Under 2 minutes to go, and the Rams lead 15-12. Culbertson toes the line, has the free throw up, and it's no good. In and out rebound to Josh Merz. He puts it in the hands of Riley Pamami, brings up the floor. And now an errant pass, but recovered by Matthias. And again, an errant pass this time from Pamami. but recovered by Josh Mers, and he's fouled as he takes it into the basket. It'll be a foul against the Rams underneath the basket. Oh, they're going to give him 2 free throws. Beg your pardon, it was a shooting foul. First free throw from Mers is no good. And we'll get a couple of substitutions into the game for the Rams. Cody Teese makes an appearance, as well as Brandon Heim and Tyler Self. Second free throw on the way. It's good. In the lead, once again, down to just 2 points for the Rams. They've led by as many as 8 here in the first quarter. Currently, the score is 15-13. Ball in the hands of Teese, who's newly checked into the game for the Rams. And now they get it back up top to Brandon Heim. Heim moving to his right lethargically against his 2-3 zone. Finds Warden, who's going to cut. The left hand is up, and it's good. Dalton Warden makes a nice move to the basket. Uses the left hand and gives the Rams a 4-point lead. Now Riley Pamami swings it into the corner. Now baseline to Mers. He gets it. Josh Mers with a nice 10-foot jump shot. And the score is 17-15, under a minute to go here from Pleasant Ridge. Teese outside, shot up, no good, off the front iron. Brandon Heim couldn't get an offensive rebound, tapped around. A putback from Culbertson's no good. Now we got a jump ball, Pamami and Tyler Self. Each fighting for control of the basketball, and it's going to stay with the Rams. It'll be Brandon Heim to inbound it. Heim finds Warden in the corner, down low to Culbertson, no good, tapped around, nearly up and in on the tip, but it's rebounded by Mers, and Culbertson a bit frustrated on that one. Reaches in, commits a foul with 31 seconds left, and Horton, who has trailed throughout, has a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. They trail by 2, 17-15. Now Horton will get a substitution into the game. It's 31, Evan Burke, the 6'2" junior, replacing Riley Pamami. Burke brings it up, now finds Doc Stater, who picks up his dribble, nearly has it taken away. They go out of bounds, but they're going to say it stays with Horton. It was Cody Teese applying the pressure, nearly had the steal, but knocked it out of bounds. 22 seconds to go as they inbound it to Doc Stater. Chargers trailing by 2, can take the lead or tie with the basket. At the elbow, Mertz goes to his right, but he's going to get called with a travel. Josh Mers got moving before he could put the ball down on the floor. And with 12 seconds remaining on the clock in the first quarter, Pleasant Ridge has an opportunity to expand their 2-point lead. It's in the hands of Brandon Heim. Clock under 10 seconds, 2-3 zone. Now into the corner to Warden. Back out to Heim. 2 seconds on the clock. He'll pull up at the free throw line. No good. Short out the front iron. Good defense that time by Horton. And the home team, the Pleasant Ridge Rams, lead 17-15 going into the second quarter. Stitch by Stitch Embroidery caters to groups, corporate groups, clubs, teams, organizations, and the individual. Each order is very important. Every job is unique. Give Sherry Stitch a call at 680-0404 or go online to www.sbembroidery.com. Stitch by Stitch Custom Embroidery, located in downtown Leavenworth at 307 Cherokee. Welcome back into action here. We're nearing the beginning of the second quarter. The score is 17-15. Pleasant Ridge has the 2-point lead. Working on their home floor, the 8-6 Rams are hosting the 4-12 Horton Chargers here in Delaware Valley action. Horton will begin the second quarter with the basketball, trailing by 2. This gives them an opportunity to match the 17 points or possibly go ahead by a point here. They swing it around the top of the key. Matthias pump fakes, now gets it back out to Pamami. He dribbles right, no look pass, nearly thrown away, but recovered by Mers. He finds a cutting Matthias going into the lane. And a foul called. Nice pass from Mers to find Brent Matthias, the junior. course, you've heard me call that name quite a bit here because Brent and Jordan are both brothers, a junior and a sophomore respectively. The junior, Brent, toes the line, misses the first free throw. And he missed them both. Matthias cannot hit either. Now he fights for the rebound, but is pulled away by Pleasant Ridge. That was Cody Heim working to get that basketball, and he does. And now we've got a substitution and a dead ball. Unclear exactly what the dead ball is, but nevertheless, looks like it might be an injury to Josh Mers. That'll give Evan Burke of Horton a chance to get back into the game. And the Rams will bring it up the floor, leading 17-15. They get it inside to Culbertson. Now they swing it around. Dalton Warden pump fakes, now gives it back to his teammate. And they're working against his 2-3 zone. Inside to Culbertson, drop step to his left, and he's fouled. Foul called on 31, Evan Burke. That'll be the third team foul against the visiting Horton Chargers. And it's 3 team fouls apiece. Culbertson toes the free throw line, and it's no good. This is Culbertson's second trip to the free throw line. He is now 1 of 3 on the game. Second free throw is also no good, so both teams with a couple of free throw opportunities here in the second quarter, not able to convert, and the lead is still at 2, 17-15. The Rams once again using their 2-3 zone, and Pamami with a chance to stop and pop. He does. Riley Pamami surprised to find himself so open. Without a hand in his face, and he hits the three-pointer, giving Horton their first lead of the game. 18-17. They get it inside to Connor Culbertson, and they're going to call him for a double dribble. The official here on the near side in front of the bench of Horton called Culbertson for the double dribble. And it's another turnover against the Rams. Now Pamami has defended as he brings up the floor. They get it inside to Evan Burke, who has it knocked away, but it's a rebound to the Chargers. And now we've got a call. Looked like Matthias might have stepped out of bounds. The sophomore Jordan Matthias had the basketball on the baseline, but it's a turnover. Ball goes back to the Rams. They trail by 1. Brandon Heim passes off to Caleb Morandi, and now the ball's in the hands of Dalton Warden. Now back near side to Morandi. 2-3 zone shifts around for the Chargers. Now inside to Culbertson, but he's fouled as the defense collapsed on him. Both teams employing a 2-3 zone, but Pleasant Ridge has been very, very insistent on getting the ball inside to Culbertson with mixed success, and now we've got a mistake here. Morandi didn't see Brandon Heim trying to pass it to him on the inbounds, and it goes off his shoulder out of bounds, a turnover, and the basketball will go to the Horton Chargers. Riley Pamami using his right hand, dribbling in the same place, now passes off, and high off the glass, the basket is good from Brent Matthias, takes that one to the bank, and now we got a foul in transition. The same man who just made the basket and gave the Chargers a 3-point lead is called with the reach-in foul. That is the 5th team foul, so fouls quickly becoming an issue for the Chargers, as Pleasant Ridge is just 2 away from shooting free throws in the 1-and-1. However, the Rams might have that advantage, but they trail by 3. Morandi thought about the tray, but he passes it up and now gives it to Dalton Warden, who sinks it. Warden is now 3 of 4 shooting from 3-point range. He's in double figures with 11 points. Game tied at 20. Coming off the screen, Matthias passes off to Burke. Baseline, and he hits it. Evan Burke hits the nice 2-point jump shot. and takes the wind out of the sails of the Rams, putting them down by 2 once again. Wharton, double team. They try to get inside to Culbertson. Cody Heim went baseline and tried to find a cutting Culbertson, but it's kicked. It will stay with Pleasant Ridge. They trail by 2. Now a quick 3 from Wharton in the corner, no good. A little bit off balance on that shot. Nearly knocked away, but back out to Heim. Takes the jumper, no good. Now in transition. Looked like Horton might have had a man up the court, Matthias, but instead they'll slow things down. And now a ball nearly picked off by Cody Heim, but he can't hang on to it, can't control it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Chargers. Now Riley Pamami dribbles to his right. Throws it baseline, an open 3. No good, air ball, but a rebound to the Chargers. No good on the putback by Evan Burke. Doc Stater put up the 3 from the corner. Could not hit. Consequently, the Rams now, trailing by 2, have a chance to go back in front or at least tie the game. They try to pick apart this 2-3 zone. They get it inside to Culbertson. Culbertson double team, right hand, up and under, no good. Rebound to the Chargers. So Connor Culbertson getting his looks down low, but in that particular instance, unable to capitalize. Now the basketball knocked around, and a steal. Pleasant Ridge has it. They get it up ahead to Morandi. Morandi dribbling right, pulls up on Pamami, right hand, up and in. A 3-point possibility here for Caleb Morandi. He had 5 in the game against Jeff County North. And he's got his first points here in this ball game. Chance for the 3-point play and to give the Rams a lead. It rolls around the rim and in for Caleb Morandi. And the Rams are on top once again, 23-22. Full court pressure broken across the timeline by Riley Pamami. Now he's got it undefended like they wanted to shoot the 3, but he'll defer in the corner to Doc Stater, and he hits it. He had that air ball a possession ago. That is his 3rd 3-pointer of the game. Now in transition, down low to Culbertson. Up and in. He uses the glass and the rim beautifully to get the basket, and we are tied once again, 25 all. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And now we've got a travel call against Horton. Basketball will go back to the Rams. And they bring it up the floor with Brandon Heim. There goes Cody Heim. He dishes it out to Brandon for 3. No good. Didn't draw anything. And the game's still tied, under 3 minutes to go. And a nice little crossover dribble there from Riley Pamami. He gets it in the corner, but unready to shoot. Now he puts it up. That's number 5, Josh Mers. Mers has been out of the game for some time after appearing to suffer from an injury. He comes in and hits the 20-footer. A-OK, no problem, and gives the Chargers a 2-point lead. Pleasant Ridge now, once again dealing with this 2-3 zone. They get Warden to go off the dribble, and across the court pass to Morandi. Now from the corner, Cody Heim, no good, and an over the back foul against Dalton Warden. Warden shakes his head in frustration, unable to create off the dribble, and gets called for the push. It'll be the 5th team foul against Pleasant Ridge. Team fouls knotted up at 5 apiece. However, Horton has the ball and the 2-point lead. Doc Stater brings it up this time. Now they get in the hands of Mers. Back up top to Doc Stater. And now Matthias defended by Warden. Now down low on the block. Mers quickly double teamed, has it knocked out of bounds by the troublesome and pesky hands of Brandon Heim. It, however, will stay with Horton. 27-25, visiting team in blue. Horton has the lead. Now a 20-footer from Mers, no good, but a rebound to Dockstader. Dockstader's got 3 trays on the night. Now they find Burke at the free throw line, but he throws it out of bounds. Pass intended for Jordan Matthias. So a turnover against the Chargers, and here comes Pleasant Ridge with a chance to tie or take the lead. They trail by 2. Morandi thought about the 3. Dribbles to his right once, now pulls up. A shot from the free throw line is on the way, no good by Tyler Self. Now in transition, here's Matthias, has it knocked away once again. Brandon Heim being bothersome with those quick hands. Takes away what would have been a sure basket for Jordan Matthias. And instead, Horton will have to inbound it. Blocked from behind. Cody Matthias got a piece of that one. Beg your pardon, Cody Heim got a piece of that one as Riley Pamami went up with it. Now outside, Burke for an open 3 off the inbound. No good. We've got a foul down low. It's going to go against Josh Mers. That is the 6th team foul against Horton. It could result in some free throws eventually for Pleasant Ridge, but right now the clock is just over a minute. Pleasant Ridge has the basketball, but they trail by 2. Morandi has it. He's defended by Jordan Matthias. Now he gets it back up top into the hands of Brandon Heim. Inside, down low, Cody Heim on the block, puts it up and in on the turnaround jump shot. Nice touch by the big man on that one, and the game is tied 27 apiece. Under 50 seconds to go, and Pamami will bring it up for the Chargers. And one would expect it, unless they get a no-brainer, they will try to play for the last shot of the half. The 2-3 zone is extended just beyond the three-point line, but Pamami controls it just a few feet past midcourt. With 25 seconds to go, everyone will take an opportunity to collect themselves, to catch their breath. Now Dalton Warden will force the issue, apply some pressure. The ball is in the hands of Mers. Now it's on the far side to Jordan Matthias, down low to Riley Pamami. He's fouled. Not a shooting situation. He was not in the act of shooting. And it is just the 5th team foul. 4 seconds on the clock. Horton will inbound underneath their own basket with 4 seconds. Mers slaps the basketball, looks for Burke in the corner, doesn't find anybody. Now Warden steals it away, but it goes out of bounds. And a tough call to see who that went off of. They're going to say it went off of Dalton Warden as he battled with Riley Pamami. 2 seconds on the clock. Not much more time than to catch and shoot. Pamami's got it back to Mers. He puts up a desperation 3. No good. It had a chance, but it's no good, and the game is tied going into halftime, 27-27. The KCKCC Leavenworth Center, an extension site located at 225 Cherokee in downtown Leavenworth, Kansas, offers credit and non-credit classes each semester, giving local residents an alternative to driving to the main campus. For more details, call 913-651-2111 or visit online at kckcc.edu under the admissions section. That's Kansas City Community College. And that brings us to halftime. We'll be back for second half action of Pleasant Ridge and Horton in just about 8 minutes. Once again, your halftime score, 27-27.
Adobe Flash, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a camera guy here who knows more about it than I do. We do the exact same thing, kind of, in church. We do a service live.
Okay.
And I didn't know if you were using kind of the same programs that we use. But do you know how many people take on today? Well, it usually depends on the game. I've had games before where we've had over 100 people join before, and I've done some games where we've had 10 people. So it kind of varies, but anywhere from a couple to a couple hundred maybe. Now, how do you put those in live? Are you programming sound through it too, or is it just video? No, we're running sound through it too, and I think there's a buffer somewhere in the program that you can, you know, select the video quality a little slider, and the higher you have that set, the lower like priority to audio quality. So it'll automatically make the video quality the higher priority. Yeah. Okay. So will you use Adobe Flash then to be able to run that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Ustream also has an app on their website if you don't have Adobe Flash. Because this thing is a resource hog, so if you don't have like FTP stuff, the Ustream app isn't quite as labor intensive and it's a little bit easier to use.
What did you call it again?
Ustream.
Ustream?
Yeah.
That's the website where.
Ustream.tv.
How much does it cost you guys to run that?
Ustream's free.
Really?
Yeah.
With Adobe, we just pay $500 for a year. And sometimes.
All right, your race
We
action.
got $100 now, but sometimes, you know, if I break my arm or something, you get that tracer.
We've got
I
3
just
minutes
sent him a
left
text
to run
asking
the
how it
challenge,
looked
and
because
he's got a
in
current
my
crew that are 547,
output window it looked like it was freezing and I was trying to, if I need to knock the quality down. Because when it does that, it really sucks.
And you can get the sound of like the songs that they're playing and stuff through there.
Well, I mean, it'll come in whatever my mic picks up.
Right.
I mean, we could get a direct line from both record or whatever. But
Yeah, that's how we do it. I have a wireless headset that, as I talk, we just transmit it. And then we've got the piano and the worship team has those.
So you've got them mic'd up and you've got that equipment.
Oh yeah, everybody on the platform.
one last student in
In the
526
beginning,
is Derek there,
I don't think we had our soundboard taped right because I mean you would get it, go up, and then if it got real
And welcome back. We're just a little bit away from resuming action here at Pleasant Ridge High School, where the Pleasant Ridge Rams are tied at the half, 27-27, with the Horton Chargers. The Rams are coming off a loss this past Friday on the road at Jeff County North against the Chargers, of course, a different team. But nevertheless, they continue to have their hands full with Chargers, as this game has been no exception. However, on a positive note on a pleasant note for Pleasant Ridge, if you will, they are led in scoring by Dalton Warden. He had 15 on Friday night to lead him in scoring, and he continues to score the basketball. He's got 11 in this game on 3 of 5 3-point shooting. So a good first half for him. They also had an heroic effort from Connor Culbertson down low. He had a lot of attempts to shoot the basketball, so his field goal percentage may not indicate that he had a lot of success, but he was double teamed, and it obviously goes to the game plan that Pleasant Ridge wanted to get it down low. They did that. We'll see if they can have a bit more success scoring the basketball here in the second half. Now Warden's going to take an early three. This one's no good. Rebound for Culbertson, left hand. He gets it up and in, so there you go. Dalton Warden can't hit the three. But Connor Culbertson is rewarded with his hard work, able to clean up and give the Rams a 2-point lead, 29-27. Now a three on the way from Pamami, and Pamami hits it. Riley Pamami has his second three-pointer of the game, and they might need to put a little bit more pressure on him at the top of the key. Now in transition, Culbertson puts one up on the glass, no good. Rebound to Cody Heim. He can't hit it either. Now they're going to find Jack Stater in transition. He puts up a shot, and he's fouled as he does so. He will go to the free throw line with an early chance here, and a chance to extend this 1-point lead. The foul called on number 24, Caleb Morandi. And a correction, it looks like they'll actually inbound it from underneath the basket. He was fouled on the floor. Josh Mers inbounds, but the ball's knocked away by Cody Heim. Now on the break, here comes Heim, the younger Brandon Heim. And here's a three on the way. Up and no good from Warden. He's 0 of 2 to start this half. Now Culbertson, once again fighting for the offensive rebound, is fouled as he puts it back up. He'll go to the line for two. Culbertson is making his third trip to the free throw line. He's 1 of 4 on the game. His first free throw is up and good. That'll tie the game at 30 all in the early going of the second half. Just 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Second attempt, no good. So the game will stay tied, and Horton has the basketball. It's in the hands of Pamami. He dishes off, and a jump shot, too strong, no good, from Jordan Matthias. Now here come the Rams in transition. Pull up, no good. Beg your pardon, it rattles home. A premature call there for myself, but Caleb Morandi able to get the basket, and the lead is at 2 for the Rams. Matthias thought about the jump shot, but after his last shot, perhaps thought better. Now here comes Pamami into the lane. He's fouled from behind after getting his own rebound. A foul will go against Caleb Morandi. (32-30) is the score. Chargers trailing, but they've got a shot to tie it here from the free throw line. And Pamami converts. And he hit them both. Riley Pamami hits both of his free throws. And we've got a timeout called by Sean Murphy. 32-32 is the score here in the early action of the third quarter. Citizen Sweets Cookie Cafe was established in 1955 to provide the city of Leavenworth a premier bakery. Citizen Sweets specializes in wonderful cookies reminiscent of the delicious cookies that Grandma or Mom used to make. Every cookie is scrumptious. Call today at 913-651-2424 or stop by at 307 Cherokee. Early second half action here from Pleasant Ridge High School in Easton, Kansas, where the home team in white, the Pleasant Ridge Rams, are in a tie game with Horton. The Horton Chargers in blue trailed throughout most of the first half, were able to take the lead late in the second quarter, but it was tied going into halftime. At one point early in the first half, Horton trailed 10-2. That was the biggest lead of the game for either team. But here we are now, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Rams have it. An opportunity to take the lead. Ball's in the hands of Morandi, who gets it back to Heim. Now to Dalton Warden. Warden started hot, has cooled off since then. He goes inside, left hand. How did he do it? Dalton Warden splits the defenders and puts it up and in to give the Rams a 2-point lead. Now here come the Chargers. In the hands of Pamami, now back into the corner to Dockstader. He's going to put up the three. The rainbow shot is no good. Rebound to Connor Culbertson. The Rams are going to push it. It's in the corner with Morandi. Jump step, left hand, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say it was touched last by Horton. It'll stay with the Rams. They have a 2-point lead, and they inbound it to Morandi. Ball knocked away and out of bounds off Morandi. Tenacious defense by Curtis Dockstader, the 5'10" junior. Able to get the ball back for the Chargers, force the turnover. Now at the free throw line, Mers swings it around to his right. Goes to the basket, no good. That was an attempt from Jordan Matthias. Now in transition, Warden lost it. He had it stripped from behind, and here goes one off the back iron, no good. An off-balance shot from Dockstader, and we've got a foul called on Connor Culbertson. Culbertson was the only Ram back on defense, and he had to do his best to defend two different players. That foul will send number 40, Brent Matthias, to the line. Free throw is up and good. The lead is down to one, 34-33, as Matthias the Elder toes the line once again, a chance to tie the basketball game. A hushed crowd watches as he misses the second free throw. And here come the Rams protecting a 1-point lead. Just 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ball controlled by Brandon Heim. He has it at the top of the key, now looks to his right, finds Morandi. Now they swing it to Warden. Warden double teamed immediately. Inside on the block to Cody Heim, back out to Brandon Heim. Back into Cody Heim. Now dribbling to his left is Warden. He goes baseline, tries to dish it off, no good. On the pass, and it's a turnover. Ball's with the Horton Chargers. They trail by one, 34-33. Skip pass to Dockstader for three, no good. Loose ball rebounded, but knocked away and out of bounds. Who will it go to? It's going to go to the Rams. Cody Heim able to save that one off one of the Horton Chargers. And the basketball will go to the Rams. Brandon Heim has it. He goes baseline, now swings it across to Warden. Warden with a quick touch pass to Morandi. Now back in the corner. Inside to Cody Heim. 5-footer from the corner, no good. Now rebound. And the ball stays with the Rams. It's in the hands of Warden, who dribbles right, goes up with the left hand, no good, it's blocked. Josh Mers with the block. And the lead stays at one for the Rams, but the Chargers have the basketball. Riley Pamami gets it to Matthias, now back to the hands of Pamami. He's double teamed to the top of the key, picked up his dribble. Warden reaches in for it, and they're going to get a timeout. Fortuitous timing on the timeout call by head coach Michael Lanter, as Riley Pamami had picked up his dribble and was in peril as the Rams collapsed on him. Ball nearly stolen away by Dalton Warden. Nevertheless, the ball stays with the Horton Chargers. They trail 34-33. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. AccuTune and Brake is a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center in Leavenworth area. Car care services, brakes, general services, heating and cooling services, and more. Stop in or give them a call at 913-651-9400 to let them know how they can help you. That's AccuTune and Brakes, located at 1500 South 4th Street. Back to action here. Riley Pamami has it. He drives inside with the right hand, stops, pops, no good off the glass. Loose ball is retained by Brent Matthias, and he gets into the hands of his younger brother, Jordan Matthias. Now Pamami in the corner, going to try the open three, no good. A couple of misses there on that possession for Pamami, and here come the Rams, leading by one, but an errant pass is knocked out of bounds. Riley Pamami has had his hands all over the basketball here in the last minute. Couldn't hang on to it, though. And it's Pleasant Ridge basketball. Both teams in a bit of a scoring drought, and the Rams are going to take their time. Brandon Heim cradling it in his left hand. That left hand is wrapped in what appears to be ace wrap. Maybe he was hitting the heavy bag before going onto the court tonight. And Horton seems okay with not applying any pressure defense here. Now the 5 seconds will be initiated as here comes Curtis Dockstader. So after burning a good 40 seconds, the Rams will get into it here. Down low on the block to Cody Heim. It was too easy. Cody Heim uses his body and then uses his left hand to get that shot up and in. A nice basket, and the Rams now lead by 3. So a pragmatic and methodical possession. Pleasant Ridge had lulled the Chargers, into a sleep. And now jump shot from Mers is no good on the baseline. Ball knocked away, but we got a foul called. A foul called on Tyler Self. Jordan Matthias able to stick with it. And he will take a trip to the free throw line. And Matthias has his first free throw on the way. It's up and good. The 5'11 sophomore has one more coming and a chance to cut the lead down to 1. No good off the front iron. Strong rebound to Cody Heim. And here comes Brandon Heim. Ball down low to Cody Heim. Back out to Warden with the open three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound to Horton and Josh Mers. He's under some pressure from Tyler Self. And now we've got a foul called. Josh Mers had the pesky Tyler Self on him. They wanted to push. Did the Rams at Pleasant Ridge. Nevertheless, it's a body check, a foul against the Rams. That's their 5th team foul here in the third quarter. That could become a factor later on in the game. But right now it's a 2-point game. The Chargers have the basketball, but they trail by 2. Now they get it down low to Brent Matthias, who puts it up, and he's fouled. And he goes down hard. And the athletic trainer will tend to the injured Brent Matthias as his teammate, number 25, Dakota Bayless, prepares to check into the game, the sophomore for the junior. And with this break in the action, listeners, we'd like to tell you about La Mesa Mexican Restaurant. It has authentic taste and is created from family recipes made with only the freshest quality ingredients. Each location is decorated to promote a fun, colorful atmosphere and create a unique customer experience. Plus, La Mesa's prices make it an affordable value for the entire family to enjoy. La Mesa Mexican Restaurant located on 710 North Main in Lansing. So, polite round of applause as Matthias makes his way out the floor. And we'll see how Bayless is able to shoot free throws, as he will be the foul shooter. Perhaps a strategic move to insert a good foul shooter into the game, given the injury to Matthias. One could safely presume that Bayless is probably a pretty good free throw shooter. They trail by 2. If they get both of them, the game will be tied at 36 all. And pure, like the morning dew, is that free throw from Dakota Bayless. Good rotation on the second, and he hit them both. So now Bayless has the responsibility of fronting Cody Heim down low. Heim trying to sneak around on the baseline, but the ball's in the hands of Brandon Heim. Heim moves to his left, finds Warden, who's going to drive inside, pulls up, left hand, no good, tried to use the glass, now up and under. Cody Heim able to scrap for the loose ball and the rebound, and he'll take a trip of his own to the free throw line. And in a tie game, Cody Heim hits the free throw and gives the Pleasant Ridge Rams a 37-36 lead. Now wasting no time, second free throw was up, and it's good. So Cody Heim comes back down the floor and hits both free throws. And the lead is back up to 2. Under 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Beg your pardon, the third quarter. Riley Pamami gives it to the elbow to Bayless, now back out to Pamami. Chargers will cradle the basketball and play for the last shot. 15 ticks on the clock. Now Pamami goes to work. Went to his right, now comes back left. A long three on the way from Mers. No good. Long rebound. Pamami puts up the three. It's also no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Just 1 second left on the clock. Pleasant Ridge has 94 feet between themselves and the basket. And here comes the heave from Brandon Heim. It's no good. Look out below. Young cheerleader of the Rams had to get out of the way of that one. And at the end of 3, the score, Pleasant Ridge Rams 38 and the Horton Chargers 36. At this time, we'd like to remind our listeners about the Winter Ram Jam. Boys and girls can improve their basketball skills at the Winter Ram Jam Skills Academy. Kids K through 4 can participate on February 11th from 1 to 3 p.m., hosted by Rams head coach Sean Murphy. Just $20 for the session, and proceeds will benefit the Pleasant Ridge High School basketball program. Just email Coach Murphy at smurphy@easton449.org. That's smurphy@easton449.org. High school basketball action 3A in the state of Kansas in the Delaware Valley League between Pleasant Ridge High School and the visiting Horton Chargers. Rams in white, Chargers in blue. The Rams are currently holding on to a 2-point lead after being tied at halftime. 38-36 is the score. Chargers trailing, and they have the basketball. Riley Pamami has it. He's met. And now down low to Mers, but it's stripped away by Brandon Heim. Heim has had the fast hands all night. Now here he comes in transition. Pulls up, finds Warden, who declines to take the shot, and they'll reset the half-court offense. Warden has the basketball, and on the floor for the Rams is Dalton Warden, Connor Culbertson, Cody Heim, Caleb Morandi, and Brandon Heim. And beg your pardon, Connor Culbertson is actually on the bench. In his place is Cody Teese, the 5'8" senior. And we saw this late in the third quarter after a bit of a scoring drought. Pleasant Ridge is biding their time, waiting for Horton to come out of this 2-3 zone. The Chargers refuse to budge. The coaches have endeavored themselves into a bit of a stalemate here. However, eventually the burden will fall on the Horton Chargers to make a move and force the issue out of Pleasant Ridge. This goes on about a minute now. Now Warden going to take the quick three. No good. Brandon Heim lulled them into a sleep. Found Warden for the open three, but he couldn't hit it. Dalton Warden has cooled off. No points in the second half. Now inside, a foul called on Cody Heim as Curtis Dockstader cuts inside and was fouled near the block. That is the 7th team foul against Pleasant Ridge, and this could become a big factor later on in this game, and certainly right now, because Horton now will go to the free throw line every time. It's a 1-and-1 situation, and we've got a timeout called by head coach Michael Lantner of Horton. Hilltop Bakery is located at 21315 Easton Road. That's 21315 Easton Road in Easton, Kansas. They're dedicated to being your personal wholesale baker. While they are not a traditional storefront bakery, they do delight in serving their customers, both retail for special occasions and wholesale. So have a look around and give them a call at 913-775-1029 or on the web at thehilltopmarket.com/bakery. Once again, that is the Hilltop Bakery, located at 21315 Easton Road in Easton, Kansas. Back to action here. The score is at 38-36. A minute and a half has gone by here in the fourth quarter. And Horton is at the free throw line with a 1-and-1. It'll be Curtis Dockstader. Dockstader's got 9 points on the game. And with that beautiful rainbow shot, cuts the lead down to 1. And he hit them both. Tie game, 38-all. Pleasant Ridge might have the home court advantage, but right now the foul situation, 7 against the Rams and only 2 against the Chargers, simply does not bode well for Pleasant Ridge. They're also without Connor Culbertson. One of their impact forwards is out of the game. He's on the bench. In his place is Cody Teese. Now Brandon Heim, once again, taking his time, working against Horton, as they will not come out of the 2-3 zone to put pressure on the ball. So, therefore, there's no reason for him to really put the ball on the floor. Now they get it going. A three from the corner by Teese is up. It rattles around the rim. No good. And Warden jumps for it. Now goes up over his own teammate. Basket's no good. Tie basketball game. That possession took just a little bit under a minute. 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Horton with a chance to take the lead. Pamami loses it. It's on the floor. Heim has it. Here comes Dalton Warden. He loses it behind his back, but we got a blocking foul called on Jordan Matthias. It was a one-on-one situation for Warden, and he simply couldn't control the basketball after he absorbed the contact. Just the third team foul against Horton. They inbound it. Heim has it on the elbow. Dribbles to his right, now has to get rid of it after he picks it up. It's in the hands of Brandon Heim. A hush blankets the crowd as the action slows down a bit. Now here they go, swinging around the top of the key. Ball is loose, picked up by Brandon Heim. Cody Heim was cutting across the free throw line, lost his balance, and couldn't hang on to the basketball. Under 5 minutes to go. Brandon Heim moves to his right, then his left. Now skips it between Morandi and himself. Now it's in the hands of Dalton Warden. Warden dribbles left, gets inside, right hand, no good. Dalton Warden had a good look at the basket, couldn't finish, and the rebound goes to Josh Mers and the Horton Chargers. Tie basketball game, 38 all. Now Mers down low, baseline, goes up strong into the body of Cody Heim, and we got a foul called on the putback attempt by Josh Mers. It's the 8th team foul against the Pleasant Ridge Rams, the home team in white. And once again, this could become big in the latter moments of this game. Cody Teese comes out, and Connor Culbertson comes back in. A 1-and-1 shooting situation. Josh Mers hit it, and he gives the Chargers a 1-point lead, 39-38, nearly halfway through the fourth quarter. Now the back end of the 1-and-1 is in and out, and a rebound to Culbertson is snatched away. Shot went up and in, but there's a jump ball. And it's going to change possession, go to the Rams. So now the arrow points in favor of the Chargers. The Rams have the basketball, though, and they trail by 1. The Rams have not scored. Now here's a shot up and good, courtesy of Caleb Morandi. Morandi's got 7 points on the game, and those are 3 very big ones as it breaks a scoring drought for the Rams and puts them up by 2 points. 41-39, Horton with the basketball. From the corner, Curtis Dockstader moves to his right. Now they get it back into his hands. Down low to Bayless. Bayless working against Culbertson, up and under with the right hand. Welcome to the game, Dakota Bayless. Now the other way, here comes Warden. A bit of a wild shot, can't hit. And we're tied at 41 all, 3:20 to go. It's in the hands of Pamami of the Horton Chargers. He crosses to his left, inside. Basket is good, Josh Mers. Things heating up here in the fourth quarter. It's a 2-point game, 43-41. Inside to Culbertson. He's fouled on his way to the basket. It'll be on the floor, and the Rams will inbound from underneath the hoop. Culbertson is just 2 of 6 from the line tonight. And he hits that one, 3 of 7. That puts the Rams down by a point, 43-42, favoring the visiting team, the Chargers, in blue. Next free throw uses every part of the basket. It used the glass, it used the rim, until it finally hit the bottom of the net. And we got a tie game just now, under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Baseline. Matthias finds Bayless with the intermediate jump shot, and Bayless has 4 huge points here in the fourth quarter. He's got 6 on the game, and now Matthias fell to the floor, took one to the face there. However, he's going to be called for the foul. Visiting fans want a foul called on Dalton Warden for setting a screen, but his feet were firmly planted. It's a 2-point game. The Rams have it. They trail by 2. It's in the hands of Brandon Heim. He crosses to his left, goes baseline, denied by Pamami. Now he throws it away. Here comes Matthias. He's got Warden to beat, and he draws the foul. Warden went airborne. It's a foul on the floor, but it'll be a shooting situation for the Chargers. A savvy move there by Jordan Matthias. The sophomore has a 1-and-1. And he hits it. He hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Second attempt is no good. It's a one-possession game, albeit a 3-point lead for the Chargers, but the Rams have the basketball. Morandi thought about another three. He had a big one a few moments ago. Now Warden for three, and he hits it. Dalton Warden had not scored in the entirety of the second half until right then. But he's able to tie this game. 2 minutes to go. Baseline, Mertz uses his pivot foot very well, but they're going to call him for a travel, so beg your pardon. He used it a little bit too well. 46 all. The turnover gives the ball back to the Rams, and they have a chance to take the lead. Inside to Culbertson. Up and no good. He was defended by Mers, and the ball's knocked around into the hands of Riley Pamami. He gets it up ahead to Dockstader. Dockstader goes inside, and they're going to call Pleasant Ridge for the foul. That's Cody Heim. Dockstader went in, determined to get to the basket. Cody Heim equally determined to absorb the punishment. But his gluttony did not exceed that of Dockstader. And it is the 10th team foul against Pleasant Ridge. Got a timeout on the floor. And it was a shooting foul, but nevertheless he would have two free throws anyway, given that they are in the double bonus. So intense action here with 1:38 to go in the game. 46-46. Horton is on the free throw line with 2 free throws coming up here in the home of the Rams. Since 1954, Leavenworth residents have turned to Leavenworth Paper and Office Supply for their office needs. From office supplies to furniture, they offer everything for your office and facility. Call them today at 913-682-0342 or online at lvpaperandoffice.com. Dockstader misses the front end. He'll get one more and a chance to give Horton the lead. 1.5 minutes to go, 46 all. He toes the line and hits the second. Chargers are once again in front. Since trailing 10-2 early in the game, they have really turned things around and given the Rams a bit more than they had anticipated. Inside to Culbertson, double team, goes to his left, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound Pamami, 1:18 to go. Culbertson tried to pressure him. He wanted that ball back after missing the layup. Nevertheless, it's in the hands of the Chargers. Here's some pressure defense. Pamami goes baseline, looks for the pass, couldn't find it. Tip for Mers. Josh Mers tips it up and in. Under a minute to go, the lead is now up to 3. And a timeout called by head coach Sean Murphy. Pleasant Ridge is 5-2 at home on the season. And they're 8-6 overall. They trail by 3. And with this pause in the action, I'd like to let you know, listeners, that A10 Varsity takes you year-round. Tournament brackets, top 25, live scores, and of course, live games. A10varsity.com is your new source for high school sports in Kansas City. That's A10varsity.com. And of course, if you're listening live, you're listening on A10varsity.com. We thank you for tuning in. Here from Pleasant Ridge High School in Easton, Kansas, I'm Ian McLean, and our cameraman, Erica Armstrong. Big thanks to him. We're under a minute to go here. It's a 3-point game. Pleasant Ridge has the basketball, and they need a basket, down by 3. On the floor for the Rams, Warden, Brandon Heim, Cody Heim. And Warden on the cut, couldn't find the basketball. It goes off his hip and out of bounds. To finish the thought I previously had, Caleb Morandi and Connor Culbertson. So So the starting 5 on the floor for the Rams after that turnover. Full court pressure. Mers to inbound. He goes over the top, finds Pamami, and a quick foul. And a bit of a shove there, but pretty innocuous in reality. Pamami now being talked to by the officials as he got mixed up with Dalton Warden. Pamami with a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Horton 49, Pleasant Ridge 46, and he does. Pamami with the coolness and the composure hits the free throw. And under 45 seconds to go, it's a 4-point game. And he misses the second. Rebound to Cody Heim, but we got a jump ball. Josh Mers scrapping for it. Throws Cody Heim to the ground, and the big news here is that with the arrow, it'll stay with Horton. We got a timeout on the floor called by head coach Michael Lantner of Horton. There's got to be some serious discussion going on the sideline for Pleasant Ridge right now between his players and coach Sean Murphy as to what they need to do to get the ball back, get a basket, and then do the same thing all over again because they trail by more than 3 points. It's a 50-46 game, 42 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Dalton Warden, the leading scorer for Pleasant Ridge, had 11 at the half, has only 3 here in the second half, and that was a three-pointer that came about a minute or two ago, and at the time was crucial as it tied things up at 46 all. Since then, though, the Rams have scored the last 4. The Chargers have scored the last 4. And now they have the basketball and the lead underneath their own basket. Mers to inbound. Finds Pamami, ball knocked away. It'll stay with the Chargers. So 2 seconds run off the clock. Mers inbounds once again, finds Pamami, and they foul quickly. Last time Pamami was at the line, he hit the first, missed the second, but then a fortuitous jump ball for the Chargers gave them another chance, and now he hits the first free throw, and the lead is up to 5. Second free throw is good. 6-point game. Brandon Heim backpedaling, picked up the ball pass midcourt. They need a 3. Warden going to take a long one. No good. Rebound to Pleasant Ridge. Back to Warden. He's going to take another 3. This one's good. Dalton Warden needed 2 chances, but he got the second and made it count. The lead is down to 3. Credit Caleb Morandi with the save, and credit Brandon Heim with the assist. 52-49, 30 seconds to go here from Pleasant Ridge High School in Easton, Kansas. And we'd like to take this pause in the action to tell you about Denny Electric. For all your electrical needs, call Denny Electric. They're a longtime fixture in Leavenworth. Give Dwayne a call at 913-651-4324 or stop in at 773 Seneca. Players take the floor, and the situation is dire for the Rams. They trail by 3 after having cut the lead from 6 on a 3-pointer from Dalton Warden. Mers to inbound for Horton. They get it to Pamami. And a foul called quickly on Brandon Heim. 2 ticks run off the clock. Under 30 seconds to go, Pamami will shoot 2. Pomami is 3 of 4 down the stretch. And he misses this one. He'll have one more to make it a 2-possession game. No good. Rebound, though, to Bayless. And a foul called. Bayless, a good free throw shooter, is 2 of 2 on the game. And he's going to get a chance to put this one out of reach. Bayless skied for that one. A well-timed jump. And he's rewarded with the trip to the free throw line and a chance to put this game on ice for his team. Now Connor Culbertson checks out, perhaps having fouled out. And Nick Reckers will check in, but the free throw from Bayless is no good. That's 3 straight misses for Horton. And another miss here would mean a 1-possession game. Pressure on the sophomore. It rattles home. It hit the front of the rim in the back and finds the bottom of the net. 4-point lead. Here comes Brandon Heim. He pulls up. It's a 2-pointer, but we got a foul called. And they're going to have to fix that. One referee signaling 3, but in reality, Brandon Heim's going to have to just get 2. Coach and player lobbying for 3 free throws. But one official saw it clearly. So Heim going to have to make both of these count. 22 seconds to go in the game, 53-49. And it's no good. Brandon Heim did not get the same fortuitous roll that Dakota Bayless just got here on the other end. Hit the front, hit the back, and then rolled right back off the front. And this one is no good as well. Rebound to Horton, and a foul called, and now a push underneath the basket. Referees are just going to tell the players to separate. It's a 4-point game, and Josh Mers is going to get a chance to put it on ice for the Horton Chargers. And Mers with a confident stroke puts it in. Lead is up to 5, 54-49. Chargers in blue have the lead. And he hit them both. Josh Mers makes it a 6-point game. Pleasant Ridge fought back from 6 moments ago, but now the clock is a factor. Heim pulls up, no good. Rebound, Horton, and they have it under 10 seconds to go. A foul by Cody Heim. Too little, too late. Horton will go to the free throw line with a chance to make it a 3-possession game. They lead 55-49. It'll be Jordan Matthias going to the charity stripe. And he hits it. It's a 7-point lead. And this game is on ice. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Brandon Heim. He brings up the floor. Going to have to put up a 3. Instead, he gives it to Warden. Warden for the long 3 at the buzzer. No good. And Horton has come on the road and knocked off Pleasant Ridge. Things were all tied up at 46 apiece with about 2 minutes left in the game. And Pleasant Ridge could not hang on or gain the lead. Fouls became an issue for the Rams late in the game. And ultimately cost them this one. Once again, they lose 56-49 by a final margin of 7 points. The Horton Chargers improved to 5-12, and the Rams fall to 8-7, 5-4 in Delaware Valley League play. You've been listening live on 810varsity.com. For Eric Armstrong, I'm Ian McLean. Thanks for listening.